it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here come the Bengals now to take over as we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down. On first down, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. They've certainly had their struggles against the run, the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the balls arrive.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
This is Mixon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Trubisky to Mixon on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Touchdown, Ravens. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Trubisky now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
53, check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's at the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 96 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. A draw play for Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On second down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Trubisky now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Trubisky complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Trubisky. It's complete. Stills. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you would.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first.
Jackson's pass intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Here's Jackson, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've come. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off from the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mixon with it. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this...
He's got daylight. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands?
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it was 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melded...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now Trubisky, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Trubisky will throw. It's complete. Stills.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He gets this one to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
44-yard punt, return of 9. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better pray.
Now it's Trubisky. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Trubisky. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it said?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Jackson. He's got Mason complete. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick your game up.
Now Trubisky on third and long, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 22 yards on the pickup there.
Mike 51.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.